Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot Readings. Virgo, I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. Let's look at the love energies for September 2025. Let's get straight into it, Virgo. What do we need to know about the big love energies for September 2025 for you? Who's coming into your life? Who are you dealing with right now? We're going to be starting off with what's the tea? Card, please, to show what's going on. What's going on? What do we have? Forcer. Forces things on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get what they want. Okay. So let's have a look at this card. So this is if you look at this card more in detail, so forces things on you. And sometimes that can come with a little bit of manipulation. So they want something, but they kind of like manipulate, or they may say something for you to feel bad, and so they get their way. So that's what we're looking at. So remember, Virgo, take what resonates with you. Only. If I do see a card that can resonate with that, think about the Seven of Swords, even the Devil, in the Tarot. Let's have a look. So this card may not even pertain to the tarot. This is probably just giving just a heads up to other viewers that are watching this that, you know what? Don't fall for anyone's manipulation, Don't let it slide. Don't ignore it. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't lose sight of yourself. Let's get into the tarot. Show me the love energies, please. Let's have a look. Behind the deck, we do have the Tower, Scorpio energy. The Tower can also suggest sometimes when there's something that's not working in a relationship. There's a foundation that's not working. But we have the pre-Empress card, the Nine of Pentacles, telling you, hey, Virgo, do not forget or don't lose sight of yourself. You are a very independent person. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Don't lose sight of yourself. Five of Swords can also indicate someone that's manipulative, trying to get what they want. It's all about them, my way or the highway. We also have the Sun. Sun is showing healing. And sometimes even with the Sun, we need to understand, are we really, really happy? Are we sacrificing our happiness? What does happiness look like for us? Sometimes even dealing with things that are not working out, sometimes it's just better to face them head on. So the Tower already, the fact that we do have Forcer and the Tower does indicate those energies that there is foundation here within a relationship that's not exactly working. So let's look at you first. Virgo, you have the Star and also the Chariot. Excellent. So let's talk about this for a moment. So the Star is all about wishes. There are certain things that you want to wish for. Perhaps there's something or a dream or a particular life, your ultimate dream life. What does it look like? The Star is kind of like saying, hey, Virgo, don't give up. When you wish upon a star, when you look in your mind's eye, what is it that you really, really want? Sometimes we've got to go after it with the Chariot and just go for it. The Chariot is showing that, Virgo, you are literally unstoppable. You have double major arcanas, Aquarius and also Cancer energy. You are moving forward. You are traveling forward because you've got an idea now. You know exactly what you must do. You know exactly what you have to say, and you're just going for it. You're literally unstoppable, Virgo. So I'm loving this energy already from you because, again, with the Star, you're not losing hope on yourself. You're not giving up on love. You're not giving up on yourself. If anything, you are moving forward now. Let's look at your person. The Death card. Oh, and also the Five of Cups. What am I feeling here? I feel that there is someone here that's regretting ending a relationship with you, Virgo. I feel that someone very abruptly said, no more. I want this to end. They probably walked away, but they don't realize what they've lost. You know that saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone? And this is what I'm feeling here right now. They ended a situation with you. Now we have the Five of Cups. That is a card of regret. They're in a space of mourning. They're in a space where they're feeling very disappointed in themselves. But most of all, they're feeling regret. We look at the image very closely here. We have cups in the foreground that are spilt over, but yet there are two cups that are standing more towards in the background. What does that mean? It almost feels like, wait a second, hey, I may have walked away from Virgo, but maybe there's still hope for me to come back. But they're not in the best headspace at the moment with the Five of Cups. They're regretting their actions. They're regretting everything so far, especially ending a relationship with you, Virgo. And they're in this process where they're very disappointed in themselves. And they're probably wondering, and those two cups that are standing behind, they're probably wondering, hey, can I meet Virgo again in the middle? Is there a chance? Is there a chance if I contact Virgo? Is there a possibility to reconnect? Let's find out. Amazing. I actually mentioned the devil before because of the card Forcer. Let's look at the devil. Now, the devil, it is the card of extremes. It's usually representing when we're dealing with someone that could be very materialistic. They could be a workaholic. They could be a manipulator, just like that card Forcer, they will manipulate anyone to get their way. So it's good to recognize the traits of the devil. There is no balance here. They don't realize that what they are doing is actually hurting you, Virgo, or whoever else is involved. Their behavior is really affecting the foundation of what was once this situation. And then finally, we also have the Six of Cups. So let's look at the Six of Cups right now. The Six of Cups suggests the return of someone. Is it possible for this person to reach out to you, Virgo, to contact you? Yes, it is, unless you have blocked them. The Six of Cups shows the return of someone that is extending that olive branch, someone that wants to reconnect with you. Question is, should you reconnect? Now, we're already seeing what's their intentions. What is their intention? Yes, they are reaching out as a friend, no strings attached. There's no ill intention. The question is, have they changed? Is this just for now? Is this because they're just on their best behavior and they're going to then go back to their old ways? That's always a question mark, isn't it, Virgo? So we need to clarify. We need to understand the situation even further. So, Virgo, I'm going to use the Cat Tarot and have a look at what do we need to know regarding this situation. What do we need to know? What does Virgo need to know regarding the situation? Virgo, just a quick announcement. Fifi and I do have a Master Tarot course available. So if you do want to learn Tarot in your own time and online, our course does all of that. All the content can be downloaded. It is yours forever. There is a sample of the course available for you to look at. So instead of committing or enrolling blindly, it's good to have a feel what this course is about. There is a sample for you to view so you can have an idea. How is it that we teach? If it feels right, of course, you can enroll. Okay. Just remember, all the information is in the description box. All right. Let's clarify. What do we need to know, please? The Star? Yeah, Eight of Swords. See? It's almost you have a wish. It's kind of like there is this wish, I wish things didn't end how they ended. I wish we would talk again. I wish this person would come around and see what it was like to walk in my shoes, meaning you, Virgo. The Eight of Swords can also feel when we're, feeling trapped, feeling imprisoned, unable to move, because it almost feels like this person's manipulation has us tangled up a bit. But, Virgo, sometimes you can see through people's manipulation. You can see through what they're trying to do. And this is why you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarity. You can see through it. As much as people may try to sway you or sway you, no, not with you, Virgo, because you have the Ace of Swords. You know exactly what's right, what's wrong. You can tell the difference. So even though we do have the Eight of Swords, you have somehow managed to break through that. Let's look at your person, the Death. Yeah, they're on their own with the Hermit. The Death card is showing, again, a certain end. Something has happened very, very abruptly. And the big energy especially for September, being on their own and reflecting what they've done. So the Hermit shows, again, self-reflection, isolating themselves, really just feeling and really understanding what were the lessons. That's what's happening. Their mourning is going to continue all the way through September. Their disappointment, their regret, their isolation. The Hermit is also represented by Virgo. It's not talking about you, though, Virgo, but it also is showing here, the Death card, cutting ties with you, that they're absolutely regretting. Tell me about the Five of Cups. We have the King of Swords. See, they're regretting what they said to you. Why do I say that? Because the King of Swords is the ruler of communication, with the difference that the King of Swords can have an acid tongue. They can say things that are very cold, very mean, and they don't realize how their words can affect others, like you, Virgo. And then they realize it's too late, like the Five of Cups. They're realizing, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I was a little bit too cold. Maybe I could have handled it a little bit differently. Think of the King of Swords like a lawyer. It's very cold. It's just very disassociated, That's what the King of Swords can be. The King of Swords can be very, very heartless sometimes. The Devil, please. Four of Pentacles. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Again, there's this attitude where I feel this person doesn't want to show their vulnerability. They don't want to show their soft side. Even though they're mourning, they're not going to show you that, Virgo, because we have Four of Pentacles that's ruled by King Midas. King Midas is hoarding. They're covering their emotions. In reality, they're covering the pentacles, but because we are referring to love, they're hiding. They don't want to show their emotions. They don't want to appear as weak or vulnerable. Is that a good thing? No, because this is already showing that, again, they're not letting you in. It's like, Virgo, you over there, I'm here. It's like they need a safety wall so you don't get too close. It's like they're terrified if we really, really saw what they are like on the inside. So again, having this mask, wearing this armor, this protective armor, so we don't get too close. We don't see who is really this person on the inside. So I can already see why, Virgo, this person wants to reach out to you, why they want to come back. But you have freed yourself, Virgo, from the bullshit of the Eight of Swords. That's why you've got the Ace of Swords. So what can we do? What are we going to do? The King of Wands here. So again, this is someone that's taking action. They're reaching out to you because they're realizing that they have feelings for you. Because remember, the King of Wands, because they are ruled by the fire sign, they have a lot of emotions. They are ruled by their emotions, so they feel very motivated to take action. The Strength card. So we have double Leo energy. They're finding that courage to tame They really want to tame their ugly side. You know, that side where they're not very, very nice. What else? Yeah, they really want to come back because it's like they're realizing they can have the best life with you. That's the thing. They're realizing that they can have the best life with you, but you're sitting on the fence though, Virgo, with the Two of Swords. You're sitting on the fence. You're not saying yes or no. That's the thing. As much as they want to come back, as much as they really want to impress you, Virgo, the thing is, you're on the fence. So you're not even saying yes. You're not saying no. You feel what's going to happen here, Virgo. I'm not going to take any more cards out because I feel like I know when to stop. But what I feel that the cards want to tell you that despite everything that has happened here, despite what your person has done, even walking out, it's like they're getting an epiphany and they're actually realizing, wow, life is actually really, really good with Virgo. So even with the card Forcer, this can also mean someone trying to force or trying to impress you because they really want you back. The Tower. So the Tower is definitely referring to these cards because there was a foundation that wasn't working, especially the Devil with the Four of Pentacles. You know, they're not letting you win. It's like they've got this wall between you and them. This is the Pre-Empress card. So the Pre-Empress card, Virgo, whether you're with someone, like with this person or on your own, you are always doing great. Your person's attitude is just not working. Why say your person? Because your person presented the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is also Aquarius energy. They know they need to change. In fact, they are on the wrong path because the way they are handling their attitude, you know, the way they perhaps, in other words, the foundation of this relationship, they know that's not working. They're on the wrong path. They need to change. So we also have the Sun. So the Sun can show there can be the return of happiness and the return of healing. It is going to take work, Virgo, because this person has their walls up. But it's going to depend on you, Virgo. So this is you, Virgo. Your person. Look at you. There is a difference, yes. Virgo, I see you. And you're being represented as a court card. Someone of intelligence, beauty, someone that's very nurturing, someone that knows what they want. However, though, there are certain things about your person that they need to work on and they need to learn to bring down their walls because it's no longer serving them. Whatever they're afraid of, and I feel like they're afraid of being judged, afraid of being criticized, afraid of being maybe less than you. Who cares, right? So I feel like they really need to just let it all go and start trusting themselves because it's not you that's the problem, Virgo. It's not you. It's what's going on in their head. And they're building up this wall, this unnecessary wall between you and them. So it is going to come down to you, Virgo, what you decide to do. Don't forget you do have the Sun. There will be healing. If you still want to stick around with this person, it's going to take a bit of work, but it's not impossible. It will require patience, a bit of hard work, but it's not impossible. So those are the energies for September. Thank you so much, Virgo, for joining me. I wish you a beautiful week and power to you. Bye for now.